What's up, world? Welcome to a new episode of the Brandon News Show, podcast video edition. As you already know, these videos on my YouTube channel, so go watch, subscribe, leave comments, and hope you guys are enjoying it. Also, thank you to anybody that's already subscribed and watching. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So this first video podcast edition is question of the week. I usually do these always about you know, a question that I've always thought about for days on end, weeks on end, months, years. Now I can finally just embrace how I've been feeling, and I leave the question to you guys after. I tell you how I feel about the question, why I feel this way, and why I'm bringing it to you guys, and then you guys can leave comments or whatever you feel about that. So here we go. Question of the week this week is, what's your biggest fear? I'm gonna tell you what mine says. My biggest fear is one day doing doing this, doing what I love, and then taking it for granted. The reason why I say that is because we live in such a fast-paced world, and if the work you're putting into it isn't feeding the results you want right now, and I actually saw this on I posted it yesterday on social media. I think it was what was his name? Emmanuel Macho. I think he was on All the Smoke podcast, and he said, he was like, people will give up on what they want the most for what they want right now. And that's so true. And I think for me, my fear is that one day I'm gonna, see I say this all the time, I don't do this for money, but when you're, thinking about right now, if somebody comes to me with a huge offer and was like, yo, we want to buy your podcast. I mean, we want you to still do it, but we want to buy it from you. What would you think about it? I would have to really seriously consider it. I'm not even gonna lie. I won't lie to you guys. I tell you the truth all the time. I would actually really consider it. I'd be like, how much are we talking? Do I still have creative control? Do I can I still speak on what I want to speak on? Do I have to talk on what I could, or do I have to, change how I am? And that I would have to fucking really consider it, because I'd be stupid to say money isn't everything. That's crazy. Money is a very impactful part of life. It is. You could try to act like it's not, but it is. And you can have the greatest intentions for what you do, and it still might not be enough. So, fear to me is losing. I always say losing myself is very big to me, but doing this and then regretting it. What I mean by regretting what I love to do is what I just said. I get to the point where it's just like, I'm doing this, but I don't see the financial payoff yet. Or I don't even know if people are even listening to this shit to take it serious. And it gets to a point where, am I doing it still for results, or am I doing it just because I like to hear the sound of my voice? And it's a very scary thing sometimes. Fear is an emotion that comes out of nowhere. It could literally be just because you're on a cusp of something great, and now you're trying to get yourself to not do it because you're like, oh, what if that don't work out, man? What if it... Doing what I love to do, these videos, these podcasts, anything I do with my fellow podcasters, I'm blessed and honored to do it. Like I said, money isn't everything, but it's an important factor. One day it will pay off. maybe. But to me, personally, um, fear to me starts and ends with what I think the person I am, the person I used to be, and the person I see myself becoming one day. It all starts and ends with this. And like I say, sometimes I don't know if this is going to impact people. I don't know if it will. My fear comes from what I said it does. It's loving this so much to the point where I regret it because it doesn't. It's a shaky thing. It's like financial payoff is great, but then it's like when you lost who you were. Like, like I said, like they could come to me and be like, well, you can't really say what you wanted to say, and you gotta talk about this, and you gotta. But the money's there. You good. That's the fear. Doing what I love to do, and then regretting it one day because I'm not living up to the person I am, and it's a scary feeling. Regretting putting all this time and energy into something that maybe financially won't pay off, or maybe my mental and my physical and my emotional and my spiritual is all out of whack because I decided to take the easy road. Fear is a motherfucker. It can shape you into something great or it can shape you into something bad. Depends on how you look at it. So I want you to listen and understand. And like I say, like these questions take me weeks on it. What is my biggest fear? My biggest fear is doing this and regretting it because I want to do this because I love it. And if the financial kicks in, cool. But when it does kick in, financially talking, I want it to be because I stayed me, not because I just needed the money and I stopped giving a fuck about what I was generally saying anymore. So regret. So if I do this and I start regretting it, I would hate it because I wasted my time, my energy building something that now I don't believe in. And that's the biggest fear of all. So, again, what is you guys' biggest fear? I told you mine. I hope you tell me yours. I'll see y'all later. Peace.